Good morning, everyone. I have just a minute or two after 11, so we'll go ahead and get started. Just some ground rules for today, if you will. Jared is not able to be with us to monitor your questions, so today, once we get started into YouTube, if you would unmute your microphone if you have a question for me and just go ahead and ask. I have a headset on, and so I'll be able to hear your questions and respond to you immediately. And so with that, can everyone hear me at this point? If you're unable to hear me, you don't know about the question, do you? Well, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and share a browser with you, and this will be what you're seeing now is the YouTube site, which as you come to the site clean, you have the ability to create an account or to sign in. Creating an account may not be necessary for you if you have an NOBTS email. You probably already also have a YouTube account, since Google is the parent of YouTube as well. I'm going to go ahead and sign in to my private YouTube account. And as you can see, it comes up with a number of things that are specific to me. This button in the upper right-hand corner is the account button, and if you pull that down, you have access to information about your own personal channel, the video manager, which is where we're going to spend most of our time today. Any subscriptions you may have, you're able on YouTube to subscribe to other folks' channels, so that, for instance, if someone posted regularly and you wanted to be one of those postings to be available to you, the subscription would be the way to accomplish that. You have an inbox, you have a number of settings that you can change, and you have the ability to switch account. If you have multiple Google accounts, you can have multiple YouTube accounts as well. And of course, the ability to sign out. I'm going to go ahead and move into the video manager now. And please, if you have questions at any time, don't hesitate to ask. You just simply need to unmute your microphone and ask your question. All right, as we go into the video manager, you'll see that I have some videos that are already out there, and I have the ability to go in and edit any one of those that I'd like. I can play one. I'll just go ahead and play that short video. Now, I'm not sure how well the sound is going to come across to you through Webex, so if you're unable to hear the audio from the videos that I play, I don't know. I don't think there's a solution for that. I think that's an issue of Webex prioritizing which sounds it hears and responding to those. So let's go back to the video manager. What we want to do today is to show you how to create your own video from your laptop. And I'm using a seminary faculty laptop, so things should work the same way for you on your own laptop as they're working for me today. If you see the upload button and the little pull down, I can record a video from the webcam. I'm going to access that. You see that it comes up with a screen, turns the webcam on. My Dell webcam console comes up to the left, so that if I want to adjust the brightness, really makes quite a difference. As you can see, you want to adjust this so that I can't get a hold of the control. And we'll let it rest there. You can adjust contrast and color as well. And you want to adjust those things and make sure that you see over on the right-hand side here, you see your a reflection of your voice when you speak. And so when you see that reflection, and mine's going into the red a little bit, I probably should turn my volume down a bit. I'm not going to do that. I'll just try to speak more softly. And then when I'm ready to begin the recording, I just simply click the button that says ready to record, and it will immediately begin to record. There's no countdown here or any warning that you've gone live. It will just simply begin to record as soon as I click that button. And so just for test purposes, let's record a short recording. This is a test for the Webex class on February 15th. We're looking at YouTube videos and how to record and upload a video, and then how to make it a private video for sharing perhaps through Blackboard. Once I click the little red button down in the control section, as you can see, I have the options now to preview, to publish, or to re-record, and it will let me re-record over what I have just recorded, so that if your first try isn't something you want to keep, you can just simply record over that. Preview will play it back, but I've discovered that wearing my headset, there won't be any sound when I do the preview, but you can watch me walk through this short video. As you can see, it's playing back the video now, and there's just no sound available to me. And I'm not sure why that is through this headset, but that's the case. Now, if I choose to click on the Publish button, it will immediately publish the video, and it will allow me to enter some information about the video that I've just created. I'll give it a title. We'll call it Class Video. And some of these other things I don't know that I need to change. When I get down to the privacy area, it automatically sets it as a public video, and this is what we want to change if we want to make it less available to the general public. An unlisted video will make it so that I can share this link with as many folks as I want, and unfortunately they'll be able to share it with as many folks as they want. So it will make the video hard to find if they don't have a link, but anyone that you share it with initially can then turn right around and share it with others. So that doesn't keep your privacy at the level that some may want to keep it at. The private option is much more secure. In order to view a private video, the folks that you send this to must have a YouTube account. If they don't have one, they'll have to create one in order to be able to view the video. And you can only share this video with up to 50 folks. So if you create a class type video and you share it with 25 folks this semester and 25 next semester, I think you'd have to recreate the video after that to be able to share it again. I've not been able to confirm that. I don't know of a way you can unshare it with those that you've already shared it with. But I will be checking into that. And if I discover something, I'll let you know. Someone have a question? Okay. Licensure. The standard YouTube license is probably what we want to stick with. Creative Commons allows folks to reuse your video, and if you're comfortable with that, then that's fine. Comments just simply allows or disallows others to comment on the video that you've made. Comment voting is something that is allow or disallow others to comment. Video responses, you have two options that allow folks to respond. One that says you have to approve, another that doesn't. Another option that simply doesn't allow video responses. Ratings, yes or no. Embedding, yes, external sites may embed and play this video. If that's not selected, we won't be able to embed your video in Blackboard. We still would be able to put a link for the video in Blackboard, but you'd be unable to embed the video in Blackboard. Any questions about that? Okay. And syndication, yes.
On the embedding?
Yes, sir.
Now, once we embed it into Blackboard, does it have to keep being on YouTube as well? Or is the video itself actually embedded? Could we erase it from YouTube?
I believe that Blackboard accesses it through YouTube. But what you can do to accomplish what you're talking about is once you get it to YouTube, if you have a Real Player, you can download it to Real Player. Then you can delete it from Blackboard and hide it that way.
Yeah. Which that could be done through multiple means, right?
Yeah. Okay. That everybody understand that? Okay. And then finally, syndication. Do we want to make this video available on mobile phones and television? And I'll leave that up to you. That's a yes or no indication. Once we've set all the settings, and we have the ability over here to put a date and other information in about the video, and we can also indicate where the video was created. We'll simply move our little pin to New Orleans so that folks can see where this was created. And then there's a button that says Save Changes, and once we have set everything the way we want it to be, let me see how I've set this. This is a private video. Once we say Save Changes, the video is there. Let's go ahead and play it. Sorry. All right, I was able to hear that just fine, and I hope you were as well. If you're not able to hear that, I suspect that's another issue with Webex trying to prioritize audio through the YouTube channel. Now, when I go back to my video manager, the top video that's there is the class video for today. And if you'll see the little lock symbol over here on the right-hand side, when I hover over that, it indicates that this is a private video. And of course, what that means is that I have the option to share it with up to 50 folks. I would have to send them the link to this video for them to be able to view it. That's the only way they'd have the ability to view the video. And only up to 50 folks, and they would have to have a YouTube account in order to be able to view the video. I can go ahead and edit that video from here if I wanted to do that. I can change the information and settings, make enhancements to it, make annotations, set captions for the video, and I can download an MP4, which may be another answer to Dr. Warren's question. Once I download that MP4, then I can embed that in Blackboard and not have to worry any longer about the YouTube version of the video that I've made. You can see as I roll down through these that I have some videos here that are public, and I have some that are I have one that is unlisted. The unlisted video I would be able to share with as many folks as I wanted to. It simply wouldn't be advertised in a public space. But once I send the link to someone, they would then have the ability to send that link on to anyone they wanted to. So it really doesn't keep it as private as you may want it to be. If you simply don't want it in a public space and you don't want it to be, you don't want to have to ever recreate the video, then this is the way to do it. But if you really need to keep the video private, then unlisted won't really accomplish that. All right. Do we have any questions at this point?
Hi, Bob. This is Christopher in Dr. Lemke's office.
Yes. Hi, Christopher.
He asked me to sit in on this. When you talked about you can download it as an MP4.
Yes.
You can upload it as anything. What does it have to be in a specific format to upload it?
Well, I think YouTube will receive 2 or 3 different formats. The MP4 has become pretty much the universal format that almost anyone can and will use. We have a product that we recommend folks download, and the name of it won't come to me right now. Does anybody?
But the issue is, if I'm going to upload it to YouTube, download an MP4, and then embed that MP4, why can't I just embed the whatever I was going to upload in the first place?
If you already have the MP4 created, then you're right, Christopher. You don't need to do that.
So I can only embed MP4s in Blackboard? Or can it be any of the formats that YouTube would accept?
I think any of the formats that YouTube would accept.
So we can
MP4
bypass altogether if we're just embedding it only in Blackboard, like Dr. Warren was asking.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just as a point, I know Blackboard will accept any MOV file from QuickTime, and so it doesn't have to be an MP4.
Okay. If everyone couldn't hear, Dr. Warren says that Blackboard will accept an MOV file, and probably others as well. I think there are 3 or 4 that it accepts. And so if you don't, if you have another way to create your videos and you don't need to put them on YouTube, then you can avoid that step. But what I wanted to demonstrate today was that you have the ability to create it there initially. And it does create a better video, actually, than the MP4 that gets saved to your computer when you try to record just using your the laptop computer and save it on the computer. So the trade-off is there. What I've seen in the past is that when we record on the laptop, the audio and the video get out of sync slightly, and the longer the recording is, the more difference that develops between the audio and the video. When you record it at YouTube, it eliminates that problem. As far as I can see, the audio and the video stay in sync when you record to YouTube.
Okay.
Bob?
Other questions?
Bob?
Yes.
At one point, I had the impression that it was preferable for us to have our videos on YouTube because it didn't take up as much room on the server for Blackboard. So if we download to Blackboard, does that mean we're actually taking up more space on the server?
Yeah, Dr. Steele brings up a good point. When you create a video on YouTube, and let me just interject at this point, that you can create much larger videos on YouTube than you can actually store within Blackboard. But once you create that YouTube video, if it's small enough that you can embed it in Blackboard, then we are once again using space on Blackboard's server. However, if you create a large video and only put the link to that video in Blackboard, then the video itself remains at YouTube, and it can be as large as YouTube allows, which is at this point, I believe, 20 gigabytes. And I see 30-minute videos out on YouTube, so it will, depending on your camera and the quality of audio and video that are involved in your recording, you may go over 30 minutes a little bit, or conceivably you could get up to about 45 minutes, I think, in a recording. But then that recording would be too large to embed in Blackboard. However, you could provide a link to it within Blackboard, and that's a way to get a larger video available to folks in your class. Does that make sense to folks?
Mm-hmm. Did you say up to 20 gigs, did you say, for?
Yeah, 20 gigabytes. That's
wow.
a pretty large file.
Yeah.
I've actually checked that this week just to be sure that my memory wasn't faulty on that. Any other questions? All right, I have Dr. Steele, the other Dr. Steele, sitting in the room with me, and he has a question.
Video in Webex, I mean for YouTube, then you convert it, and you have an option to save it as MP4.
Bob, I have a question.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I had some issues here in the room. I got my cord tangled up in my chair leg and pulled the plug so that I had no sound at all there for a couple of minutes. All right. Does anyone have any questions at this point?
Bob, I have a question. If a student, I'm thinking of using this for teaching practicum in the online course that I'm creating, and I understand students would be able to establish a YouTube account as well as create their video, and I could give them kind of guidelines to do that for their different teaching projects. But
yes.
How could they utilize Blackboard other than them just putting in a link like in a forum or something like that? How would you suggest allowing the students to release their video for critique of from their classmates via Blackboard?
Yeah, via Blackboard, I don't think the students have the ability to do that, Dr. Bowman. I think that what they may have to do is upload it to Blackboard and let you know, and then I think you could post it on your channel on Blackboard and then embed it. The other option is to share everyone's email addresses and let folks email the link to one another when they have posted their video. Does that make sense?
Right, but there's no way for them. I know students have the capacity within Blackboard to email each other, and the disclosure of their email is still private. All the students see is the student name or whatever their username is for Blackboard. Would they be able to do it that way? Or
they should be able to share the link to the video that way, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Other questions? This has been used in a preaching practicum class, I believe. The students posted their videos, and then they used a Google Docs form the other students to critique what was done in the class, and that if the forms are set up properly, you end up with a spreadsheet that you can share with each student that has the critique of their specific video on their own personal spreadsheet. Dr. Kathy Steele, are you working out something like that in a counseling class?
I'm hoping to next semester when I teach one of my therapy classes. I'm going to have them do critiques on Google Docs. Yes.
Okay.
With a form.
Any other questions? All right, if there aren't any other questions, I think I've shown you what I wanted to accomplish today. I hope that if you have questions, you'll contact us. I'm able to, I'm here in the center most of the time, and so if you have a question, you can call and or come by, and we can talk through some of these things and sit down with a laptop that's similar to the one that you have and maybe work through some things. Don't hesitate to call.
Hey, Bob. Bob.
Yes.
What's your extension?
You can reach me through 8180.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. And my email is bcole@nobts.edu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Ed Steele is asking, can you create a private site and only give your students access to that site? I'm not aware that you can do that at this time. All right, and that's something that I'll do some checking on and try to remember to update folks. Maybe that would eliminate having to the need for the 50 limitation on the private video. Other questions? All right, if there are no other questions, I've exhausted what I wanted to do today. I thank you for your attendance, and we'll do this same session live in the classroom at 1:30 on Friday afternoon if you have colleagues or if you're interested in attending. Thank you all.
Good job on it, Bob. Thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Bob, are you still there?